grab a slice of pizza and get ready to cowabunga, because today we're defying the laws of time and space to talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is it possible that every 16-bit Turtles game had the exact same ending? Move over, O'Neil, we have a real scandal to investigate. Now is the time to look away if you don't want to know what happens next, because we're going to compare the endings of Turtles in Time to the Hyperstone Heist to see what happens. This is 23 Endings, the early years. As side-scrolling platformers go, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, is near perfect. I'm specifically talking about the excellent Super NES port, which not only features all of the levels from the arcade hit, but also adds a bunch of new ones for good measure. But even with all the additional content, the story remains the same. It's just another normal day in New York City when Krang steals the Statue of Liberty and Shredder hijacks the airwaves to leave the Turtles a personal message. This sends the four turtle ninjas through the crime-ridden streets, up to an unfinished high-rise, back into the sewers, and into the Technodrome. And what do they get for their trouble? Well, they get sent back to prehistoric times, that's what. This begins a fun time-jumping caper that'll eventually take the Turtles to a pirate ship in 1530, an out-of-control train in 1885, a futuristic neon city in 2020, and a starbase in 2100. After picking up souvenirs from 5 different time periods, the fearsome foursome double back to 1992 to take on Shredder and save the beloved Statue of Liberty. Here's what happens after the good guys win. Now, after seeing how well Turtles in Time turned out, Genesis owners were understandably excited for the Hyperstone Heist. This was both a brand new Turtles adventure and one of Konami's very first Genesis exclusives, so expectations were understandably running high. Unfortunately, this console beat-em-up recycles a lot of the same story elements, level designs, bosses, and yes, even the ending. It all starts with Shredder shrinking the Statue of Liberty and the rest of Manhattan down to model size. He then takes to the airwaves and, you guessed it, sends the Turtles a personal message. This sends Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael through the sewers, into the caves, past Shredder's secret hideout, into more caves, and back to the Technodrome. It all leads to an action-packed showdown in front of this weird machine. And then this happens. So yeah, they pretty much just copied the scene from Turtles in Time and added some different dialogue. They couldn't even come up with an original conclusion. It even has the same kid jumping in the background. It's almost as if Konami figured the Genesis owners wouldn't know since Turtles in Time was a Super NES exclusive. But trust me, Genesis owners knew. On a more serious note, both endings remind us how boring April's job must be. Instead of following leads and interviewing public officials, the reporter is stationed in the same spot, just waiting for the Statue of Liberty to reappear. It's great when the Turtles win the day and everything goes back to normal, but that's, what, 10 or 15 minutes of live reporting? Apparently, the secret to April's success is patience and a stubbornness to just wait around for something to happen. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of 23 Endings, the early years. So here's the question of the day. The Mutant Turtles covered a lot of ground in Turtles in Time, but what other eras would you like to have played through? I wish they would have done a black and white 1940s film noir level, or maybe dealing with the medieval times. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. In other news, we've completed 2 weeks of 23 endings, which means there's only 16 more episodes to go. We have some major titles to get to next week, so do me a favor and click the subscribe button and support what we're doing here. Until then.